Well, hello everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel called The Pampered Stamper. I usually start my videos with hello stampers, but if you're new to my channel, you might not yet be a stamper. And what on earth is a stamper? Good questions all. So I started my business 17 years ago, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And Stampin' Up is a company that was started by two sisters in Utah who love to scrapbook. They were missing what they needed and they couldn't find the products that they wanted, so they started their own business. And this has transformed into an international company that sells mostly cardstock, paper, ink, and stamps. And the best part of it, and the part that I really want to share with you, is that it all coordinates. It just makes paper crafting so easy. So Stampin' Up is a place. You can shop online or you can shop with independent demonstrators. So the concept of the business is very much like Tupperware. There are consultants all over the place, and you connect with them and you buy through them. And I'm one of those people, and I love to connect with you. Not only is Stampin' Up an amazing company that sells high quality products, but it's also a company that fosters relationships. I know it sounds cheesy and corny, but it is so true. I liken it to the old fashioned quilting bee, where people came together to make something beautiful and they worked together. And as they worked, they chatted and they developed strong bonds of friendship. And that's what happens in the Stampin' Up community between the demonstrator and their customers, but also between demonstrators when we go to Stampin' Up events. So it has changed my life, and I hope that it changes yours. So I'm going to show you some things because it's nicer for you to see the products than just look at my face. So here we go. There's my business logo. I have a blog, I have a YouTube channel. I'm on Facebook as the Pampered Stamper, and I'm on Instagram. I'm really happy with that. I've created a brand, and so it makes it easy to find me. So here is the Stampin' Up ink pad. Most of our colors have two words in the name, and they start with the same letter. I'm not sure if that's called an alliteration. There is an English term for that. But the nice thing about the ink pads is that they stack and they lock really tightly. So you hold on here, you flip up, and then you slide in. And then there's a little sticker that goes in there to show you what color it is. And also there's a sticker that you put on the front, so when they're stacking, you can see what they're called and you're not looking. The stickers are found at the back of your ink pad. And you'll notice that the ink stores upside down, so your ink pad stays juicy for a very long time. Now, oh yeah, here I do. We also sell these bottles of re-inkers. Now, obviously, this one is not going to go on here. You get one of the same color. And a few drops of this. Your ink pads, I have ink pads that are 17 years old. It's incredible. So then we start with the ink, and then there's matching cardstock. Our cardstock is high quality. It's nice and thick. And if some people, that's the only things that they buy from Stampin' Up is the cardstock and the ink. Everybody has their own taste when it comes to stamps. The next thing that we have with the color coordination is we have markers. So the marker, especially if you are a scrapbooker, you like to journal in a color that matches with the mats from your photos. This is amazing. You can also use your markers to color directly on your stamps. Then we have these amazing things. I love our Stampin' Up blends. They take coloring to a next level, and they're far more affordable than some of our competition. They come in a dark and a light, and it's really, really nice. It's just a beautiful, rich color that goes on so smoothly and blends so beautifully. So that's our basic stuff. And then we have patterned paper. And the nice thing about the patterned paper is, take a look. This is just one sheet, but notice how the blue coordinates perfectly with the blue in the cardstock. So if you're making cards or you're making scrapbook pages or gift boxes, everything coordinates perfectly, and that's what makes it so nice. Then we have ribbon. And look, there's the balmy blue again in the ribbon. See how nicely that coordinates? It's perfect. So when you put it all together, even if you're making something basic and simple, just because all the products coordinate, you're guaranteed to be successful. Then we have embellishments that also match, pretty rhinestone gems and pearls. I'm going to grab those for a minute to show you. So I grabbed a few. Now here you can see they come in a few different colors. And in that thing there's our blue, see? And the pink, and it's just really, really lovely. This is something different. Faux sea glass. And then you have your basic pearls. They go with everything. They're adhesive backed already. We have rhinestone gems, and then there's some butterflies. We have way more. You can find it all online, Stampin'Up.com. But please, yeah, people, there's often a lot of confusion about what I do as a demonstrator, and I'll get to that in a minute. So I'm just going to move this aside. I want to show you our stamps next. So our stamps come in, so this is just the recent one that I've got. We don't have that many religious stamps, but if you are a Christian, there are some, and it's wonderful. There's lots of other sayings too, but that's not why I'm showing you this. I'm showing you this because this is a red rubber stamp. And the way it works is you'll take one out, lay it down, and then we've got a clear acrylic box, and you just pick it up on the block, and it sticks. And then you can stamp, and then when you're done, you clean it, and it goes back in the box. You peel it off your block, and it goes back in the box. So that's one kind of stamp we have, the rubber. And then the next kind of stamps we have are called photopolymer, and they're perfectly clear. And they just peel off the sheet, and then you can put them in your case. And then the neat thing about this is some of our stamps coordinate with a punch. And here is the monkey punch. And the monkey punch will punch out this little guy right here. And I have a sample. I just got this from a friend. So there's the little monkey punch with the banana. It does a banana and it does his face. It's really, really cute. And there's the little banana. So this just goes to show you that you don't have to make cards. You can make little gift items and gift packaging and scrapbook pages. So some of our stamps come with a matching punch. And then some of our stamp sets come with dies. So here's another stamp set. And it always tells you how many pieces are in the stamp set. And then there's the item number if you need to order it or someone else needs to order it. And then here are the dies that go with that set. And this doesn't look like a whole lot. There's all numbers, there's shapes. The door gets cut out. This is a fun set. This die cuts out the flowers. So you can really, really take your hobby up to the next level. And what else do I want to show you? Yes, the basics, of course, include a paper trimmer. A paper trimmer is where you would start. You would start with a paper trimmer so you can cut your cardstock. You would need some blocks for your stamps. You get your favorite stamp, your favorite pack of assorted cardstock. And yeah, the reason that I became a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator is because I knew that there was so much in the catalog that I wanted a lot. And so I became a demonstrator, got the starter kit, because then I get all my products at a discount. So I have a lot of people on my team who don't teach any classes. They don't really sell to very many people, but they get their own products at a discount. So if you're interested in that, let me know. Now, what makes Stampin' Up! So special? The color coordination, the quality of their products, and they also have great customer service. They stand behind their products. So I always encourage my people when they get their stuff, try it right away. Make sure that all the stamps ink up properly. Try your ink pads. Make sure they're juicy and that there's nothing wrong with them. Run your dies through the die cutting machine. Make sure they're cutting well, because if there's any problem, you have 3 months to get your full money back. So I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. This is my business. This is my job. And my job is not to sell cards. My job is to sell products so that you can make cards, scrapbook pages, boxes, home decor, all the fun paper crafting things at home. And it's, yeah, now I've totally lost my train of thought. Okay, I'm back on track. So my YouTube channel is my way of teaching people how to make cards, how to use their paper, their stamps, their ink, and to inspire them with the products that they may already have. And of course, I'm hoping that new stampers are going to say, wow, this is so much fun. I'd like to do it, and that they click on the links in my video and shop with me. So if you live in Canada, you can shop with me. And if you live in Europe, you can shop with me. The way Stampin' Up! Works, it's different than just buying from Amazon. But even with Amazon, if I'm living in the Netherlands right now because I married a Dutchman, but I'm still a Canadian demonstrator. I run my business online from Canada or from Holland. And when I go back to Canada 3 or 4 times a year, I do workshops because I love teaching classes in person. I love the look on someone's face when they discover that they can be creative. And that's the last thing I wanted to talk to you about. Creativity is something that we all have in us, but it's also something that scares a lot of us. We think that we're not creative and that we can't make beautiful things. And that's why I fell in love with Stampin' Up! Because they have great artists who make beautiful stamps. And I can't draw very well. I can't paint very well, but I can ink up a stamp and I can color it and I can put things together because everything coordinates. And the nice thing is with the online community is you can Google a Stampin' Up! Stamp set and all the images of cards that have been made will pop up. So if you don't come up with your own ideas, no worries. You can copy what's out there. I do written tutorials, so you can purchase PDF tutorials from me with step-by-step instructions if you'd like to have that in front of you, or you get them free when you order from me. So I just thought I would clarify because a lot of people, even my own friends and people in our community, don't understand what I actually do for a business. They just think I make cards, and I do make cards. I love making cards, but I very rarely sell them. I send them away, I give them away, and my job, my goal, my purpose is to sell stamps, ink, and paper to people like you who are discovering stamping or people like you who've already discovered stamping. So I hope you found my video informative. If you have any questions about Stampin' Up! At all, the company, the products, how it works, I would love to answer you. Give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and please subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you join my stamping community. Have a super day. Bye.